A 69-year-old patient sat in front of me with shame in his eyes and said, "Doctor, I need to tell you something. My penis has shrunk." I know it has shrunk. My wife noticed, I noticed, and I don't know what to do. When I examined him and explained what was really happening, he almost didn't believe it because his penis hadn't shrunk a single millimeter. It was all there, just hidden. And what I did to help him recover those lost centimeters was so simple that he told me. Why didn't anyone tell me this before? And look, this case is no exception. Every week, I see men over 60 with the same anguish. They look down and no longer recognize what's there. They think age has taken away something that was part of their identity. But in most cases, the problem isn't what they think. My name is Dr. Fernanda Arruda. I'm a urologist with over 15 years dedicated to men's health here in Brazil. And today, I'm going to reveal a natural, simple, and accessible recipe that can help you recover up to 5% in 30 days. No surgery, no medication, no miracle product, just science, nutrition, and the right technique. Stick with me until the end because what you'll discover here could restore something you thought was lost forever. And tell me in the comments, have you ever felt like your penis has shrunk with age? You can speak openly. This is a safe space, and this conversation needs to happen. Before giving you the recipe, you need to understand something that will completely change the way you view your body. Because when you understand what's really happening, the fear goes away, and the solution becomes obvious. The penis doesn't shrink with age. What happens are three things at the same time that create this illusion and do affect the functional size. And I'm going to explain each one to you now. The truth, why the penis shrinks with age. The first is pubic fat. That fat that accumulates in the area just above the penis in the lower belly. As the years pass and metabolism slows down, this fat grows and literally swallows the base of the penis. Studies show that for every 5 to 7 kilograms of fat accumulated in this region, you can visually lose 1 to 2 centimeters. In men with a more pronounced belly, this loss can reach 4 centimeters. The penis is there in full, but buried. The second is the loss of tissue elasticity. With age, collagen decreases. The internal tissues of the penis become less flexible, less expandable. It's like an elastic band that's lost its ability to stretch. The erect penis no longer reaches its maximum size because the tissues don't allow it. The third is compromised circulation. Erections depend on blood. A lot of blood arriving quickly and staying there. When circulation is poor, the erection doesn't fill completely. The penis stays semi-full, smaller than it should be. 3 problems, 3 solutions. And that's exactly what I'm going to give you now. Comment below if you identify with at least one of these 3 factors. I bet you do. Let's tackle the first problem. The pubic fat that's hiding centimeters of your penis. And I'm going to teach you a natural thermogenic recipe that will help you burn this fat in a targeted way. Simple ingredients you can find at any market or supermarket. Write this down. You'll need a piece of fresh ginger about the size of your thumb, a teaspoon of cinnamon powder, the juice of half a lemon, a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, and a glass of warm water. Blend everything in a blender or mix well and drink it on an empty stomach every morning. Secret 1. The recipe that eliminates the fat hiding the penis. But why does this combination work? Ginger is a powerful thermogenic. It speeds up metabolism and raises body temperature, making the body burn more fat even at rest. Cinnamon helps regulate blood sugar levels, which prevents the body from continuing to store fat in the abdominal region. Lemon and apple cider vinegar work together to improve digestion and alkalize the body, creating an environment less favorable for fat accumulation. It's not magic, it's biochemistry. The body responds to what you put in it, and when you give it the right ingredients, it starts doing the work on its own. My patients who adopted this recipe report that in 2 to 3 weeks, they already notice the pubic area more defined, and with that, the hidden centimeters start to reappear. But this recipe alone doesn't do the full job. You need the second secret, a drink that will explode blood circulation in your penis. And that's what I'm going to reveal to you now. If you've already noted down this first recipe, comment below the ingredient that surprised you the most. I want to see if you were paying attention. Now, on to the second secret, and this one is the one my patients like the most, because the result is the most visible and the quickest. I'm talking about a natural drink that works like a vasodilator, opening the blood vessels and sending much more blood to the penis. Fuller erection, firmer, and visually larger. The recipe is this: 2 medium pieces of raw beetroot, a generous slice of watermelon including the white part of the rind, a small piece of ginger, and half a glass of water. Blend everything in a blender, strain if you prefer, and drink once a day, preferably in the afternoon. Secret 2. The drink that explodes. Blood circulation. Now, let me explain the science behind each ingredient. Beetroot is one of the greatest natural sources of nitrates. When you consume it, the body converts these nitrates into nitric oxide, which is exactly the substance that dilates blood vessels and allows blood to reach the penis with force. It's the same mechanism of action as Viagra, but natural and without side effects. Watermelon, especially the white part of the rind, is extremely rich in citrulline. Citrulline is an amino acid that the body turns into arginine, which in turn also produces nitric oxide. In other words, beetroot and watermelon together create a potent duo for natural vasodilation, and ginger comes in again. This time not for fat burning, but because it improves peripheral circulation. It helps blood reach the body's extremities, including the penis. The result? A penis that fills more, that gets firmer, that reaches the maximum size its tissues allow. My patients report a noticeable difference already in the first week of daily use. Now, imagine combining this drink with the morning thermogenic recipe. You're attacking 2 problems at the same time. Tell me in the comments. Did you already know about the power of beetroot for circulation? Most men have no idea. Now, on to the third and final secret. This is the one that closes the cycle and enhances everything you've already learned, because it doesn't help to burn the fat and improve circulation if the penis tissues remain rigid and without elasticity. It's like filling an old balloon. No matter how much air you put in, it doesn't expand as it should. The exercise is simple and takes less than 10 minutes. There are 2 steps. The first is gentle stretching. With the penis at rest, hold the head with gentle firmness and stretch forward for 15 seconds. Then to the left, 15 seconds. To the right, 15 seconds. And downward, 15 seconds. No pain, no excessive force. This movement works the tunica albuginea, which is the layer that surrounds the corpora cavernosa, and limits the penis's expansion when erect. The second step is Kegels. Contract the muscle you would use to stop the flow of urine. Hold for 5 seconds. Relax for 5 seconds. Repeat 15 times. 3 sets. This exercise strengthens the pelvic floor, which is the engine that supports and fuels the erection. With it strong, more blood enters and more blood stays in the penis during erection. Before any exercise, warm the area with a warm towel for 2 to 3 minutes. This prepares the tissues, improves local circulation, and reduces the risk of any injury. Never skip the warm-up. The combination of these two exercises done every other day addresses exactly the third problem we mentioned. It restores elasticity and strength where it matters most. Secret 3. The exercise that recovers elasticity. But how do you put all this together into a practical and simple routine? That's exactly what I'm going to set up for you now. If you already practice any penis exercises, comment below how your experience has been. It's time to build your complete plan. Simple, clear, no complications. 4 weeks that can change how you see and feel about yourself. Write it all down or save this video to refer back to later. Week 1 is the activation phase. Every day in the morning on an empty stomach. Drink the thermogenic recipe with ginger, cinnamon, lemon, and apple cider vinegar. In the afternoon, drink the vasodilator juice with beetroot, watermelon, and ginger. Every other day, do the stretching and Kegel exercises with prior warm-up. In this first week, the body is adapting. You may already notice more frequent morning erections and a slight improvement in firmness. Week 2 is the acceleration phase. Keep everything the same, the daily recipes, the exercises every other day. Here, the metabolism starts responding. Pubic fat begins to reduce, circulation improves noticeably. Many patients report that it's in this week they notice the first real difference in the mirror. Week 3 is the consolidation phase. The body has internalized the routine. The penis tissues are more flexible, the pelvic floor stronger. The erection starts reaching a volume you haven't seen in years. Stay strong without skipping any days of the recipes. Week 4 is the harvest phase. This is where everything comes together. Less fat, more circulation, more elasticity, more pelvic floor strength. The visual and functional result can reach 3, 4, or even 5 centimeter difference compared to day 1. It's not magical growth, it's your body recovering what was always yours. And the secret to maintaining the results? Don't stop. Turn this routine into a habit. The benefits accumulate over time. Tell me in the comments, are you willing to commit to these 4 weeks? Type "I will" if you're determined. I want to see your resolve. The complete 30-day plan. Step by step. Now, I need to pump the brakes for a moment and talk about something very serious. Because on the internet, you find everything. Absurd promises, miracle products, dangerous techniques. And I need to protect you from that before you leave this video. Essential precautions and what never to do. First precaution, never buy pills or creams that promise to enlarge the penis. There is no pill in the world that makes the penis grow. None. These products have no scientific backing. Many contain unregulated substances and can cause severe allergic reactions, liver problems, and even cardiac complications. Second precaution, be careful with vacuum pumps without medical guidance. Used incorrectly, with excessive pressure, or for prolonged time, they can cause bruising, damage to blood vessels, and tissue injuries that are hard to reverse. If interested, talk to a urologist first. Third precaution, avoid penile enlargement surgeries offered out there. Most of these surgeries have questionable results and extremely high risks. Infection, loss of sensitivity, deforming scars, poor aesthetic outcome. Many men who have done it regret it deeply. Fourth precaution with exercises. Never force beyond your limit. If you feel pain, stop immediately. Pain is not a sign of progress. It's a sign of damage. The right path is gentle, consistent, and patient. And fifth precaution, don't believe in overnight results. Any real change in the body takes time. Be suspicious of anyone promising instant transformation. The method I taught you today works, but it works with consistency and discipline over the weeks. Your health is not a joke. Protect it as the most precious asset you have. If you've fallen for one of these traps, comment your experience below. Your story could save another man from making the same mistake. Before wrapping up, I want to look you in the eyes through the screen and tell you something I say to every patient who sits in front of me with this concern. You haven't lost anything. Nothing that truly matters has gone away. What happened is that time passed and no one explained to you what was changing in your body. No one gave you the tools to handle these changes. And then you looked down, didn't recognize what you saw, and thought it was over. But it's not over. That 69-year-old patient I mentioned at the beginning, 4 weeks after following exactly what I taught you today, came back to the office and said something I'll never forget. Doctor, it's not just about the centimeters, it's that I feel like a real man again. The confidence is back. My wife's look has changed. I changed. Because in the end, it's not about size, it's about confidence. It's about looking in the mirror and liking what you see. It's about feeling capable, present, alive. And that has no age limit. You now have in your hands 3 powerful tools: the thermogenic recipe to eliminate fat, the vasodilator drink to explode circulation, and the exercises to restore elasticity and strength. Use them with consistency, patience, and respect for your body. If this video changed something in you, subscribe to the channel now and turn on notifications. Every week, I bring content that can transform your health and confidence. Share this video with that friend you know is going through this in silence. Sometimes a video changes a life. And tell me in the comments what you're going to start doing differently from today. I read every message and respond whenever I can. A hug from Dr. Fernanda, and see you in the next video. Take care. The best is yet to come.